Greetings, everyone. It is Billy Cultist, and we're back in No Man's Sky at the Malaria base, ready to kick off another session of dynamic architecture and profound inspiration, and my doesn't the lake look nice? Anyway, though, last time we had made some progress. I guess not a lot in terms of extreme additions to the base, but we are still working on the mining tower, and we've gotten quite a long way with that structure. It's going quite tall now, and I'm thinking that at this point I may have to consider adding some teleporters in order to make this little operation that I'm doing right now unnecessary. Because as we go higher, and I do intend to go higher, it's going to be more and more annoying to have to get up here. And so adding a teleporter is going to be a very important factor going forward, to avoid all that trouble. Now, we did last time kind of decorate these garages a little bit. I think what I'll do, though, before we start taking into consideration where to put a teleporter, I will drop down the shaft here for a moment and concentrate on maybe adding some lighting down here, because I think lighting would serve well. We haven't really lit this area. I mean, it is lit to some degree, but I'd like to put some more lighting aspects. We have a few. I'm thinking of this tube light, honestly. That's what I had in mind. Of course, we'll have to scale it down some. But to put it like here, like that, might be quite nice. Yeah, see, some lighting would really help us out down here. I do like this light quite a bit. It does have a very industrial look to it, so it goes well in the bowels of a base, in the maintenance / engineering sector, I suppose. Now, I don't know if I would like to put these all along this area here. Try to light it up with that line there to get some kind of uniformity there. We could, of course, do this. I suppose we will do this. Just get that lined right up. As is. But basically, I do wish to add quite a bit more on the top of this tower. As you may have heard me talking in the previous videos, I do want to add a control. Actually, I was talking about putting a landing pad at the top, which is kind of unorthodox for me for this design, but I think it could be nice. But first, this teleporter thing, I have to start thinking about it, because, like I said, it's... Okay, we've got those all there. So that kind of adds a lot of light. I will say, in the most recent update, the lighting, especially in interiors, has kind of significantly changed. I find them to be quite a bit brighter than they were before, and in some ways this is a helpful thing, but in some ways I find it to be a little bit of a detraction from lighting effects. Like, in the past, these tube lights that I've installed, for example, would be a lot more cool looking, I think, in the base, because this interior area that I'm in now would have been a lot darker. And these tube lights would have been quite a bit more, you know, effective in creating a neat atmosphere in the dark interior of a base. These points of light would stand out a lot more to the eye and be just a little bit neater looking, I think, to my mind. Let me know in the comments what you think if you're a No Man's Sky player, if you like the new lighting in terms of the interior of structures. I definitely do like it. I think it was a big improvement in terms of the outdoors. Hopefully we can make it all the way up of this without too much trouble. Alright, well done. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the interior lighting, because in some ways I think it hasn't really it changed for the better. I kind of miss the old darkness, at least in a place like this, where it's supposed to be so industrial and dingy, I suppose. It's helpful when you're trying to build a warm, I guess the best word would be a cozy environment for, say, residents or something, but it doesn't really serve here too well. Anyway, though, we need to move on and talk about teleporters, because I am going to need to install a teleporter going from the bottom to this section, and probably I'm going to need to install one to get up further, because we don't have any other needs. I really don't want to put in a stairway, because the stairs can be so space-consuming. They require a lot of space. I wish they would add spiral staircases or something like that. Very, very narrow and space-conservative stairways to this game. Hello, games, if you're listening in or watching this. That would be a really nice thing to do. But anyway, we will need teleporters. But now a thought comes to mind, and it's that the teleporters really won't do us much good unless we have power. And of course, we are building this base on the principle of actually manually gathering power. Since the start of this series, you, the audience, voted on that, and so we decided to build this base with that philosophy, and so I am going to actually have to get power. And therefore, I'm going to fly over here. I think it's about time that we're probably going to have to begin work on a power station, just because if I don't get power, then my teleporters won't work, and not having the teleporters is going to make continuing addition to that structure much more aggravating. So we're going to head over to where we found our electromagnetic node very early on in the series. If you haven't seen that, you know, go get in the playlist and check it out. But we put this... By the way, where is it? There's a save beacon here, but it's not here anymore? I mean, it's... The marker is there, but I don't see the device. That is very odd. But at any rate, if I can still see the marker, that's good enough. We need to add... start putting in a power structure. And I'm going to... I believe I'm going to basically approach this in the same way that I approached the construction of the other tower. We will vary this tower. I think that the power station will end up being quite a bit smaller than the main mining extraction tower, but it's certainly going to use the same principle for construction. So what I'm going to do, though, first, of course, like I did with the other one, we have to build this up. And now that I know how to do this, with not too much trouble, I think, we're in good shape. What I'm going to do, we know that half walls are the way to go if you want your... Okay, wait a minute. I might want to put that on top of that. Alright, for some reason it's not snapping, but we'll just have to go with half walls to the level we wanted, which is that. I don't know why the half wall is not snapping to that, but these big triangles I discovered do love the half wall much more than the whole wall, and so that way we can get one stuck right there like that. Get that snapped into place very nicely, and get our basis for our extraction of energy here. And I'll put down the... I think I will go with this, my typical closely spaced quad structure here that allows for maximum efficiency but also aesthetic beauty. There's our basis. And then the only thing left to do is to hook it into the ground. We don't want a floating platform like just standing there, so I'm going to give it a base here. As I said, I'm probably going to make this one a lot less huge than the other one. Let's see what we could do as far as put those on there. Might change the color a bit, eh? We'll use yellow. Yellow's a color of power. I don't know. Get those all in there. I don't know if we need one there because it's in the ground. And I'll do more of that. Just all the way down. There we go. We've got that nice structure kind of built into the cliffside. You know, I might add a couple of these. Let's try that. It might look nice. Just to create some visual variation here. Oh, okay. For a minute there, I thought it wasn't going to go. But it did. Okay. So we've got the basis for this, and now the next thing to do is to start setting up the main structure. I got to think about this a little bit, though, because... Also, do I even have my extractors? Supply, gas, mineral, up! Apparently I do not even have the EM extractor, energy extractor blueprint. And therefore I think I'm going to have to go ahead and fly on up to the... We could take a cross over the lake, it's so nice. Anyway, but ooh, ooh. Oh. You know they got new, see that? Ripples. Ooh, see, whoa. Big ripples. But they've got ripples in the water now. That's a new thing. What the? That's big. I wonder. What the heck? Okay. I don't know if that's normal. Is that supposed to be that way? Let's try that again. Wow. Incredible. We're making a mountain of water here. Will it overflow the... If I let it go, will it overflow the... Okay. Nope. Not exactly. It's kind of like Jello or something when it does that, but this is very weird. Water sculpture. I would have never thought about this being a possibility, but yeah, as I was saying, they added new dynamics to the water in the most recent update, and apparently it has some interesting results sometimes too. Well, that's definitely a bizarre looking thing. I wonder if you could let's see. Can we raise ourselves up to new heights on this principle? Let's attempt it. It looks like it. I'm going up. I think we're riding it. That is a bizarre experience. Well, anyway, you saw something new here, I guess. I mean, I'm sure someone else must have found this out, too. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but, yeah, put in the comments if you've experienced that before. That's one of the new benefits, I guess, of this new water physics they've got. Kind of weird, but it's kind of fun. I'm not going to make a big complaint out of it or anything. It would be kind of neat, though, if water in No Man's Sky was able to... You know, if you did that, then it would overflow the banks of the pond or whatever. I don't think they've got to that stage yet, though. But anyway, we've got to go to the space anomaly and get ourselves some energy extractors, or else this power plant is not going to go very far. Bring in the space anomaly and enter as we please. If you're having fun so far, you can try liking and subscribing to the channel. I sure hope you're having a good day today. Wherever you are, whatever time it is. Good day, good night. Yep, you might be going to bed. Might be watching this just before bed. I don't know, I guess this shortcut's not actually necessary. I don't know what's... It's not really that much faster, I suppose. And here we go. The old construction research station. Where are those? I can't get distracted by all this stuff. I have a few things I still need to get here, but at the moment, the most important is... Ooh, a hydraulic arm. That's neat. At the moment, the most important is this. And 10 salvage data. We have 6. We are going to need to go pick up some salvage data. It should not be too hard. There's probably plenty of it on my planet. Let's just go grab some of that. And we'll be back up here in a jiffy. I want to make sure that I come down, not right on my base, because if I go digging up stuff, I don't want to add to the, what do you call it? The base terrain edits. I don't want to add to the base terrain edits, which it would do, I think, if I use the terrain manipulator inside my base. So we're going to go up here. Seems like a nice place. Hey, by the way, if you stick around to the end, guess what? I'll have a surprise for you if you're a No Man's Sky player. I'll have a little treat. A little reward. And I guess you could just skip to the end, but I don't know, is that really honorable? Is that really honorable? Let's see here. What is that? Okay, that's not what we want though. There's gotta be one or... Okay, there's one. Bearing technology. Yeah, we have 6 already, so we just need to get... I'm gonna pick up a little condensed carbon as we go. All we need is 4 more. So we're probably gonna need to do about 2. It's buried here in some kind of base structure, but that won't stop me. Okay. Let's get to it. And there she is. I think. Hello? Oh, okay. So we've got a graphical glitch of some kind. I believe that glow is supposed to emanate from the structure or the device, but it is a little bit off kilter, a little cockeyed, but okay, there we've got our next one. Unless we how much do we got here? 9. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need 1 more. We've got some kind of squadron of frigates coming in over here. A very nice set dressing, but I do find myself wishing sometimes that they had some kind of purpose. My lord. I'm not going to bother to kill those plants because we need to pick this up. I guess I could have switched to a larger mining beam. Maybe make it a little... Okay, there we go. That should do it. Salvage data. Yeah, we got exactly... Well, we got 2. And because these things are near here, I will just learn a little bit more of the Korvax language. Just because... Could call the ship over here instead of walking all the way out there. And we'll get back to the space anomaly. Actually... Oh, okay, no. I was going to say, there is an option to shortcut fast travel back to the space anomaly if you just came off of it. Sometimes. I don't know what causes it to appear. I'm not sure what the exact specifications are for that, but I have seen it. And it does make getting back and forth between the space anomaly and the surface often quite a bit easier. But anyway, we're coming in. We'll have those EM generators before a lamb can shake its tail. Or something like that. That time we came in nice and close to the elevator. Didn't have to walk all the way across the parking lot. Okay, where are you? Oh, almost missed it. There we go. I wonder how much metal plating. Only 2 metal plating, which I'm thankful for that. If you remember the stage at which I was adding storage supply depot hoppers or whatever, you will remember that metal plating was a big requirement of that. 10 for every single one, and I have quite a bit on the base. So it was a lot of ferrite, a lot of metal plating. This will be a little better. Just 2. We should be golden. There's our power station location. Here's our extraction tower. Very nice. Alright. I'm gonna land up here at this peak. Try to. And we can get these into position. That is, I'm not 100% sure though if I want to start building them at the base like that, because we're going to need our metal plating anyway. Let's make a bunch of it. How about 40 or something? I don't know. Should do nicely. Probably more than I need. But, I can build 10 of these, okay? Okay, so they are very neat. Visually speaking, these things are very neat looking. But I'm thinking... Okay, that's an idea, but it doesn't go well surface-wise. But I'm thinking, though, I don't know if I actually want to... I feel like I want to raise these up a bit somehow off the surface a bit. Huh. I'm thinking about it though. I've got to have a good method to my madness. I want to make this look neat. I might put one of these right in the center and kind of raise this thing up. I think that's about centered. Get that. I like that color better. I'm going to try to kind of give the... I think the power station, we're going to give it a little bit different look than we gave to the... There's going to be a few... I think I'm going to make the power station a little bit more open in terms of the look. Yeah. Oh, why is that wood? Okay. I will go with rust. I like rust. It's a little bit off center, but I don't think that's too big a deal. Anyway, I want to raise it up a bit, and then what I'm going to do is put another one of those. And we'll start building out, putting our platform for our extractors. You need to have it kind of be visible from down in the valley where that station's at, the middle extraction station. Try to find my pipes. Tell you what, let's alternate red and gray, because that seems like a neat idea. Visually speaking, it seems like a neat idea. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I think I will put this right up here. Got to take it on, put it on free, but actually I could get it straight up there if I'm willing to go like this. These are just temporary, of course. And we can use one of these. I think we'll have it right about there. Yeah, just like that. Be careful that I don't, ruin anything or whatever. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll start putting the core, which is these babies. I'll go with gray. I like that. I think that'll work nicely with this. And just get these set up. And we are extracting. What is that? That's okay, that's a sentinel. I heard that weird noise and I was like, what is that noise? There's a sentinel, I think, skating around down there. Anyway, that's quite nice. I'll put these around the outside like I usually do too. This power station's going to be quite interesting to build too, because, like I said, I'm going to try to go for, I think, a more exposed look to it. We'll put the pipe running through the center there. Right through the center. Or at least, I guess it's not right through the center, because it's a little bit cockeyed, but pretty much through the center. It's not going to be a huge problem. Oh, that's interesting. It goes right through that. That's neat. But then, of course, we'll build up some more levels. Excuse me there. Okay. I don't know what's going on with these. Why they are snapping so weirdly recently. Okay, the whole wall snaps, but I do not know what's going on in terms of the half walls today. They're very weird. There we go. Can we put more of these? We should be able to. Right there. We're going to get a lot of power out of this. Line that up. And it's going to be kind of visually interesting because these make, you know, they're a light source. They glow in the dark. So we should be able to see them. I'm going to test that out. I'm going to go down to the extraction tower and see what it looks like. Maybe if night comes around again. And we'll do it again. I don't know if I could handle a third level. Let's see, what have we got? Enough for 2 more. So we're gonna need 4 of these. Get this sucker built up. Alright, I was afraid that wasn't going to snap for a second. Why is it... Okay. Why does it say 2? I've got enough metal plate. I must not have enough magnetized ferrite. Maybe not enough chromatic metal. Chromatic metal is a... Yeah, it's the chromatic metal. Chromatic metal is a real character when it comes to, you know, keeping a large stock of that. However, I do have a lot of activated copper here, which is good for making chromatic metal. So we'll just let that kind of cook there. And let's think about this. What do we... Well, I'll tell you one thing I could do. I can put these right on the outside. At least on the bottom. I don't want to put them on top. Because if I do, that's going to make it wonky to add the power extractors in. But I'm going to think about what exactly... We're going to need some kind of, like... you know, maintenance... How do you get up here and do maintenance on this thing? I feel like I need to put some kind of walkways or something around it, so... we could do this... I think we could do this way. This should be interesting. See what we can get here. Yeah, that's a nice level. Let's see about this. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. We could take the small alloy triangle. I don't know why it's giving me so much trouble, but I can see it's... Let's try and get... Okay, there we go. I don't know if this is going to... That's kind of clipping through that in a way that I'm not entirely in love with. So let's put them on the outside. That's better. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Oop, I went a little too far. Never mind, we got that. And I'm gonna build it up again. There's probably a faster way I could have done this, but oh, you know. So much for quick thinking. Small alloy, there we go. And we'll just to get this started off. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to... oh, wonderful. Okay. I just realized I'm going to have to go ahead and do this because... we need to get big triangles all the way around. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get that in there. We'll get these big triangles all the way around and we'll get rid of them in due course. Thank you, sir. Okay. There we go. This is just so that I have something to base my small triangles off of. You know that I'm not... I said this earlier on in the series, but I am not using glitchery really for this build. For one, I'm not a skilled glitcher. And number two, I just think it's kind of neat if you could do without. I mean, not that the glitchery's bad. There's nothing wrong with it if you know how to do it and all that. It helps out and all that. But, I don't know. Just something to stand out from the crowd, I guess. I'll try to make a cool base without glitchery. So yeah, if you're sitting there and you're looking at me do this and you're thinking, man, there's an easier way, Billy, to do that with the glitches, then I'll just explain that to you. I'm not really into the glitches. And I'm not contesting their usefulness, but yeah, I'm just not using them. That's about it with that. But yeah, okay, so here's what I wanted. We got this nice kind of like thing here around the outside, this walkway. And it doesn't have an access point, but we'll figure that out. I'll put another one up top too. Just build this up here. Oh. I'm gonna need to do that again. But not all the way up from the bottom though, so that's nice. Thank you. I guess I don't need to go to all the trouble of turning them around. That's my OCD aspect kicking in, I suppose. Because they're just temporary. We don't need to make them look nice, but these we will. It's a tedious job. Okay, we're almost done. I say that. Okay. Oh, by the way, nobody got in the comments on the last video. You gotta be ashamed of yourselves. Nobody got in and wanted to name my ship. What was that? Why did you go in and want to name my ship? I can't really blame you. To be honest, I'm not super attached to the Wraith. I mean, it's okay, but I kind of like my other living ship a lot better anyway. Okay, so I wonder if that thing's done cooking now. Yep, it's... Oh, wait. Nope. It's at 31%. It ran out of fuel, but I don't think that's... We'll just take this out of here anyway. And... Get that. Yep, okay, that's more than enough. Get more in there. Sure it's... Wait. Is that the right one? What color are those? Ah, okay, wait. I can't tell. It must be that color. Right? Now I can't tell what color I put on these things. I know what's going on. Maybe. Let's see here. No. Okay. Rust is maybe the answer. I think rust must be the answer. Surely. I had them on rusty, and I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna put them on gray. I don't care what it is. We're just going to put this down. There! By the way, it is nighttime. I'm gonna quick put these panels on the side here. And then I'm going to do what I said before. I'm going to go down and take a look-see and see how it looks from down there in the valley. Look, if I put enough elevation on it, not like I'm going to change it if I didn't, because for a minute I saw those tentacles from the Wraith. I thought there was some kind of creature down there. Anyway, let's go down here. See what it looks like from down here. Yeah, that's pretty neat. And that's part of why I'm going to leave it kind of in an exposed state. I'm going to go for a more exposed, so that you can see the glow of those EM field generators in the distance. It looks neat if you're down here. We probably should put another level on there. That does look pretty neat. It's gonna look even better when I get more stuff added on, but for now, that does look pretty neat. What we gotta get too is we gotta get some kind of visible support structure for those catwalks we got going around. catwalks. Is that the right term for that? I think it is. But yeah, we gotta put some kind of visible support. What? What the heck is that? That sounds like a worm. That's a worm. I didn't know there was worms on this planet. Have we seen any worms on this planet before now? Look, that's a worm. I don't think in this entire time I've been on this planet I saw any worms. Remind me in the comments. Did we see any worms? Anyway, we need to get these catwalks taken care of here. Anyway, one thing we can do. Well, that's something anyway. That I like. But is that too low? That's too low. No, that's too low. We have to have it, has to connect up to that. That I like, too. Oh, that I like. Just I don't know how I'm gonna get that. There we go. And do that all the way around. And that'll kind of look like a visible support. Blends nicely, too. Come on. Okay, I was afraid. I was like, there's always going to be one that's not going to work out. Yeah, that I like. Nice and it clips right in there. That's nice. Very nice. Okay. We'll just do that. You can do it down here, too. Well, it's not clipping it on that. That's a little bit disconcerting. We could raise that up, though. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Don't be this way. Oh, come on, don't be this way. We might leave it off of this. Might have to leave it off this end. It's refusing to snap. Okay, there we go. Just had to get a different angle to it. Hello. And one more. And there we go. And I will just raise that up. It's not going to deprive us of the glow of the powerful electromagnetic currents that is coursing through the structure. So we'll just raise that up a bit. No problem. Now what? I'll need another catwalk. For sure. And so, in the interest of not being silly here. Excuse me, could we... Okay, there we go. That's what I want. And we will get our large triangle. Wait a minute. That's not right there. Yeah, we got that's oh, see, that's off kilter. Okay. There we go. I guess I'm making a lot of trouble, though, for myself in terms of I'm going to have to figure out a way how you can get up to these and walk on them. That's going to be the real trick. There's always teleporters, I suppose, but we'll see. Oh, wow, that's a worm. I did not know there was worms on this planet. Just got one more of these things. I don't know. I might limit it to just 3 catwalks. I may add another layer of power generators, but I certainly may just limit the catwalks. We'll see. Make sure it's lined up. And that thing, I'm gonna do that again because I don't like, yeah, okay. I don't like, things being out of whack. If I can help it, I'll take it if I can't help it, but, well, if you had that mentality, Billy, you would use glitches. No. I gotta line these up. Oh man. I'm tempted with the glitches, I must admit. Sometimes. It's a real temptation. Look at this. Come on. You could go. You could just... Oh, there we go. That's one. I think one of the main things is I can't tell where I'm hooking up to here. There we go. Well, we're gonna have to leave that there for now. I'll come back and fix that later. But we've got a good start on the power station, and it is generating power now. But next time we come back, we will mess with that further, and we may connect it to the base and get teleporters in. But now it's time for your reward. If you watched all the way to this point, I am now going to give you a treat. If you're a No Man's Sky player, I'm going to show you a new awesome planet I found and give you the glyphs so that you can go there yourself if you're a No Man's Sky player. And here we are. This is your reward. And there's the glyphs. I'll put the glyphs on screen now so that you can find your way here if you do play No Man's Sky. And this is another very close to Earth-like planet. As you can see, it has a blue sky. The sun's just coming up. There's green grass. And there's actually blue water. Can't really see it too well from this distance. But it is blue. I've tested it. It's definitely blue water. The only thing that's a little bit off is the trees are kind of an interesting shade of purple. But it's not too bad, really. I think the shade of purple kind of complements everything. It's not too bad. Not too clashing with everything else, but it's very near Earth-like in pretty much every respect. And this planet actually has really nice topology. I love the gently rolling, sloping hills and the gentle valleys, and it's got nice oceans and lakes kind of going on. Very nice, I would say. It is not a true paradise. I do believe it does have storms, though I believe they are infrequent comparatively, like they're not every other second. But it's very nice. And this is your reward. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. Even if, I guess, a lot of you may have skipped all this way or whatever, but thank you for taking the time and watching the video, and I hope you had a fun time with it. And, you know, if there's anything maybe you'd like to say about it, go ahead and leave a comment. Like and subscribe to the channel. I mean, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out other videos, check out the rest of the series of No Man's Sky base building, and check out the other videos on the channel. A lot of different fun stuff to check out. If there's anything you want to do financially to support the channel, there's ways to do that. There's links in the description to Coffee, and there's a join button. You can become a YouTube member and all that stuff. But anyway, I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day or night, as the case may be. This has been Billy Cultist. Until next time, bye-bye.